Alright, so it's apparently the end of the world today, or not, depending on your point of view. Hey guys, Dimebot here, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, you haven't been keeping track of Reddit and the lively discussion that's going on there. The latest news out of the Evocati builds for Star Citizen is that coming soon, the Corsair is going to be getting what a lot of people are claiming is a nerf straight into the ground, or in more colorful terms, turning it into a flaming hot piece of garbage. So what's happening there? Well, CIG is taking 2 of the front-facing guns. If you remember, the Corsair has 4 size 5 guns facing forward right at the cockpit. The 2 bottom ones are now going to be controlled by the co-pilot that sits underneath. Of note, the co-pilot also has control of the remote turret in the Corsair. Let's go ahead and get one argument out of the way right here. This is an Evocati build. This may never make it to live. This might not be a change that we ever see on the live servers. So, there's always that possibility. That being said, let's explore the other possibilities. So, the Corsair has some of the highest pilot-controlled DPS in the game. In addition to the missile racks, the current configuration lets them have control of the 4 large guns and then the 2 situated on the wings. That is why you tend to see the Corsair as one of the meta ships for people that like to run ERTs. You also do see it a fair amount in PvP, although the argument is there that a properly piloted, dedicated fighter can take out a Corsair quite easily because, well, the Corsair doesn't really turn that well. That is not an argument I'm getting into. You can have that one out in the comments down below. However, in PvE, yes, you're going to see the Corsair an awful lot. Just look at the Xenothreat event and just look at the amount of Corsairs that I personally saw running around in the Blockade Runner event. Guys, this is actually not the end of the world. And let's talk about why. Now, I'm going to go ahead and bust out one of the arguments that people hate right away, just because it has to be said and it has to be gotten out of the way. It's an alpha. They're going to keep on changing things. They're going to keep on messing with things. And that's just kind of the way an alpha is. Even into beta and actual launch games change things. I cannot think of a single game that I've played where something has gotten to be the meta or OP, and the devs have gone, yeah, that's fine. Let's just leave that the way it is. Well done, guys. Let's take a bank holiday. Now, they're going to keep iterating. They're going to keep messing with things. Now, a lot of people aren't going to like it. SIG's probably not going to care that much, but there's your it's in alpha argument. Done, dusted, bye-bye. Let's move on. The other argument that can be made is that they are simply bringing this ship back in line with the way it was kind of originally intended. It's an exploration ship. Now, we all know that exploration is code for exploring other people's holds as a pirate when it's a Drake ship. But still, if you want to go by the way SIG likes to be diegetic with everything in the game, it's an exploration ship. Why does an exploration ship need that much firepower? That's another argument kind of done and dusted and out of the way. And the last thing that I would say, this is probably the more salient point, is that with all of the changes that are coming when engineering and armor and everything else gets implemented into the game, every single ship is going to need to get changed, and it's going to make a little bit more sense for these ships to need the multi-crew. SIG's going to force us on multi-crew. You know, we're not going to be able to run an Idris as a solo person. That needs an org, they've said. That's an extreme example. I will grant you that. However, the other larger freight ships and things like that, we are not supposed to be soloing some of these ships. Now, the Corsair, the argument can be made either way. Yes, you can solo it. No, you can't solo it. I think that it should lean towards being able to be soloed, and you get max performance out of it if you have some more crew. But that is kind of the thing that we need to keep in mind, is that everything's going to start changing once they start implementing these other systems. Is it going to be for the best or for the worst? I don't know. I anticipate some rough spots, but everything we know about the way ships play right now is going to start changing once they put these extra systems into place. And I think that we probably should get ready for more news like this. They might be coming for Arcanis next. I don't know, but I think that we're going to start seeing more ship changes. I don't think it's the end of the world. I think it is going to be them tidying up some things, getting things more in line while they get ready to implement these systems that are really going to change the way the entire game functions. And we really don't have a choice but to get used to it, but I think we should get used to it and go along with the ride, because what they have proposed, if they pull it off, is going to be really, really cool in my estimation. So that's my 2 cents on the whole, oh my god, the Corsair got nerfed into the ground. No, it didn't. It's still going to be a perfectly viable ship. It's just not going to be the DPS dealing monster that it was before. Now, one final thing that I'll leave you guys with before I go, and I am not going to touch this one except to mention it because I just want to see what you guys do in the comments. There's also the old conspiracy theory that CitizenCon's coming out and they nerfed the Corsair so that they could sell something better. I'm going to leave that one alone. Y'all discuss. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. If you're here to the end, thank you for watching. My name's Dimebot. I'll see you guys next time.